Hi friends, thanks for joining me today for a mindful breathing exercise. We are going to practice a couple of different exercises that can be really helpful in finding balance in your body and your breath and your mind. What we need every day is going to be different, and so there are lots of different breathing exercises that can support us with what it is we need in each moment. In some moments we might be feeling really low energy and lethargic and looking to find some energy to go and take care of some things that we're interested in doing. So there are breathing exercises that can support that. I'm going to focus today on some breathing exercises that help to find more calming and soothing for the nervous system. So this is something that you may find supportive when you are having an overwhelming day, when there's some stress and some chaos, maybe some anxiety. So finding these practices to help find some balance and bring a little more calming and a little more even energy to your day. So first, I'll invite you to find a comfortable posture, somewhere you feel supported for the day. You're welcome to pause this recording right now and go watch the video about finding a comfortable seat, where I offer lots of different options that you may want to choose depending on the day you're having. Once you've found a seat where you're feeling supportive, you can settle in. You want to let the spine lengthen, so the top of the head, the roof of the mouth is lifting up towards the sky, and the shoulder blades are gently drawing together, which allows you to broaden across the chest. You'll want to notice if it feels more comfortable for your hands to be resting down or up, or maybe in between your legs in some way that feels supportive there. And then once you find a comfortable seat, you want to soften down. So the spine's still long, you're brought across the chest, but we're not trying to bring a lot of effort and strain into the back or the hips. You want to allow the feet and the hips, the shoulders, everything to soften down. Notice if it feels better for your hands to be facing up or down. Hands down can feel a bit more grounding, hands up offering more of a receiving gesture. So once you settle in there, start to notice if it feels more comfortable for your eyes to be open or closed. You might close them, softening the face, or if it feels more comfortable for the eyes to be open, then let your vision blur and let your gaze soften down on the ground in front of you, allowing you to start to turn your attention inward. And taking a moment here to settle in. This might be the first time in your day that you've offered yourself a chance to pause and notice. How are you in this moment? And allow everything to be exactly as it is. Notice if judgment shows up, if there's a feeling that you should be feeling a different way. And letting that be here. Letting everything that comes by be a messenger. So as you're settling in, just in the same way you would ask a friend that you haven't seen in a while, take a moment to ask yourself, how are you? How is your heart? How's your body? What's on your mind? Just a moment to check in. And a moment to start this act of deep listening. Getting really curious about what's happening in your experience today. Practicing letting go of judgment, letting go of this idea that things should be a certain way. And opening up some space to be curious and open about what is happening in this moment. Allowing yourself to be just as you are, whatever's here. After the day that you've had, after the week that you've had, how could it be any other way? Start to invite in a breath that feels really satisfying. Might involve a full, nourishing inhale and a really heavy, satisfying exhale. Or maybe there's some other kind of breath that feels really satisfying right now. A few rounds of satisfying breath, whatever that is for you. And then letting that go, start to breathe in a way that feels really good. Continuing this breath, no strain, no effort. Just breathing in a way that feels supportive in the body, this natural breath flowing in and out. And taking a moment to check in with the body. Noticing the parts of the body that are making contact with the floor. Gentle pressure you feel there as the floor rises up and the body softens down. Notice where the hips make contact with the surface below, and the hands make contact with whatever's supporting them. Notice where the top lip and the bottom lip are making contact. Where the tongue's making contact inside the mouth. The top eyelids and the bottom eyelids. And letting your attention wander through the body, start to notice where you're feeling really tight and tense. We're not trying to change this or fix it. Just want to take a moment to see, where is our body holding on to some of the challenge that we've been through today, that we've been through this week? Letting it be exactly as it is. A reminder that you've been through some really heavy things this week. Places our bodies held on to some of this. Offering attention and care and breath to all those places. And letting that go, let your attention start to wander through the body again. This time noticing where you're feeling spacious, calm, and at ease. Where are you feeling resilient and supported? Not trying to change anything, just noticing. And in the next moment, notice these things at the same time. Notice the tension in the body and the ease in the same moment. Notice the heaviness and the lightness, the contraction, the spaciousness, the restlessness, the calm. Holding opposites in the same moment. Letting your attention start to expand outward, holding these opposites and allowing everything to be exactly as it is. Letting your attention start to drift towards your breath. Notice when you bring your attention there, if there's a habit to feel like you need to fix it or change it or make it different. Noticing if the habit's here, allowing it to be here. Then also inviting an opportunity to let your breath flow in and out at a natural rhythm. You've been breathing all day long, most of the time without thinking about it. Your body knows what to do here. So starting this practice of watching the body breathe itself. Practicing letting go of trying to control and change and fix. And notice that your body knows exactly what to do here. Watching the flow of the inhale and the exhale. When the mind wanders away, it'll wander away hundreds of times in a matter of minutes. It's okay. Invite it back in the same way you would invite back a sweet puppy or a toddler that's gotten lost, with kindness and care. Inviting your attention back to the natural flow of the breath. Or maybe sensation is of more interest right now, or sound around you. Seeing if there's something here in this moment to welcome your attention back to. Everything just as it is. We'll start a breathing exercise. On your next inhale, breathe into your belly for 3 seconds and out. It might be helpful if you want to bring your hands to your belly. Breathing in and breathing out. A few rounds of breath here. Let them be smooth and supportive. We're not trying to force anything. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your lower rib cage, to your diaphragm and the outer edges of the ribs. Breathing in here. Feeling the sides of the rib and the diaphragm expanding. 3 seconds on the inhale and 3 seconds on the exhale. If it feels supportive, hands can stay on the body, or they can rest down at your legs again. Next inhale, we're going to bring our hands to our chest, letting our fingers soften on the collarbone. Inhale, breathe into the chest. And exhale, smooth and steady. So working on an even inhale and exhale. Maybe 3 or 4 seconds on the way in. And 3 or 4 seconds on the way out. And we're going to bring all 3 of those together. So into this 3-part breathing. You might have one hand on your belly, somewhere between your belly and your diaphragm, another hand on your chest. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. A few more rounds of breath like this, slow, smooth, and steady. Breathing in a way that feels really good. Can you smooth this out? Can you find a length of your inhale and exhale that makes this feel like a wave flowing in and out of the torso? At the end of your next exhale, letting your hands soften down to your legs again and checking in. Does it feel better for your hands to be facing up or down? For your eyes to be open or closed? Maybe you'd like to adjust into a different seat. All of these things are here to support you. Settling into a place where you feel supported and steady. Taking a moment to check in. Noticing sensation in the body, breath, thought traffic. If there are any images or emotions or thoughts that are here right now. Everything just as it is. We'll invite in another breathing exercise. We're going to inhale for 3 seconds on the way in, full and deep. Pausing at the top for 2. And exhaling, whatever length you did on the inhale, 3 or 4 seconds. Pausing at the bottom for 2. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. pause. Continuing on in your own breathing rhythm. And if helpful, you might invite in a visual image with this breathing exercise. Next time you inhale, you might envision a stream of water or a white light flowing up the front of the spine, pausing at the top, and then at the exhale, this stream of water, white light flows down the back of the spine, cooling at the bottom. Inhale, flowing up the front of the spine, pausing, and exhale, flowing down the back of the spine, pausing. Several more rounds of breath, something that feels smooth and supportive. Each time the mind wanders away, another wonderful opportunity to welcome it back here into your body, back home to the breath. Smooth and steady as the breath flows in and out. Welcoming a pause that feels supportive between the inhale and the exhale. And the exhale and the inhale. And after your next exhale, slowly letting this breathing exercise fall away. And come back to the natural flow of the breath in the body. Another opportunity to check in and practice this deep listening. Checking in with sensation in the body, with your thought traffic, thoughts, emotions, whatever else is here. Noticing if anything's changing from when you started, or if it's the same. Noticing if there's any judgment here, or thinking things should be a certain way. And you can allow that to be here, but also offer the opportunity to allow the thought to be here that everything's going exactly as it should be. You're right where you are. Everything's perfect, exactly how it is. And we'll invite in another exercise. Next time you inhale, bring your attention down to your feet and the parts of the legs and feet that might be on the ground or sitting on the chair. And when you inhale, imagine drawing up this really grounding energy from the earth into the body, up through the torso, top of the head. And exhale, imagine this moving out the top of the head. Inhale, breathing in all the energy around the top of the head. Into the head, the torso, the hips, the legs. And exhale, sending it down below into the ground. Inhale from the ground, up through the legs, the torso, the chest, the head. Exhale out into the air around the body. Inhale all of the space around the head, flowing down through the head and the body. Exhale down into the earth below. Several more rounds of breath like this. Noticing flows of energy and sensation through the body. As you breathe in and out. Breathing in a way that feels really good and supportive in the body. And checking back in, body, breath, thoughts, emotions, allowing everything to be exactly as it is. Just noticing if anything feels different or if it feels the same. And welcoming in the thought that everything's exactly as it should be. We'll invite in one more breathing exercise. You have the option to invite in some visual imagery into this as well. We're going to inhale for 3 seconds on the way in. And exhale for 5 seconds on the way out. Inhale into the belly for 3 seconds. And exhale for 5. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 5. Continuing at your own pace, something that feels good in the body. You're welcome to lengthen the length of your inhale and exhale. If you want to shorten it, whatever supports you this evening. Just look at lengthening the exhale longer than the inhale. Anytime we extend the exhale, it triggers our relaxation response, the parasympathetic nervous system, reminding our body and our nervous system that we're safe and supported. So allowing your exhale to continue to be 1 or 2 seconds longer than your inhale. Smooth, slow, steady. If helpful, you might invite in some visual imagery here. Imagine a white light inside your body, and every time you exhale, it grows brighter like an ember in a fire. Inhale, smooth and steady. Exhale, glowing brighter. Breathing in a way that feels really good and supportive in the body. And the mind wanders away, coming back to lengthening the exhale longer than the inhale. Or whatever's most calling your attention in this moment. Two more rounds of breath. Let them feel really nourishing and supportive and good. End of your next exhale, letting any effort fall away and come back to the natural flow of your breath, moving in and out of the body. Noticing sensation in the body, noticing where you're feeling spacious, calm, and at ease. Allowing tension and restlessness to be here too. Offering space for all of these things to be here. Allowing yourself to be just as you are. Checking back in. Sensation, breath, thoughts, emotions. Welcoming it all. Allowing yourself to be just as you are. Knowing that any of these exercises are available to you throughout your day. Just a few rounds of breath of any of these exercises can help find a little bit of space when things are feeling a bit overwhelming and chaotic. Seeing if any of these exercises felt really good to you today. Maybe setting an intention to practice over the next few days. Whenever you find yourself lost in thought, or feeling overwhelmed or stressed, inviting in the opportunity to practice these tools to help find some space. I'll take a deep inhale here. Satisfying exhale on the way out. If the eyes aren't already open, blink the eyes open. Welcome in any movements that feel good, stretching the shoulders, the hips, the spine. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.